Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to ItsADaily. It's your boy Julio and his 92 Foxbody Mustang. We're back at it again. We're in actually phase 2 of the Foxbody restoration. I'll go more in detail about that in another video about like the plans for phase 2. And I'm sorry I haven't been uploading a lot of videos just because, you know, me being a college student, me having to work full time, you know, I'm always busy. And luckily, hopefully I have enough content out there for y'all to just keep on looking. I know some of it's not the best, but that's not the point. I'm just trying to share my process of restoring this Foxbody, and it's actually coming along pretty well. I've done quite a bit of things to catch you up. So basically what's happened is I actually replaced my door lock actuator, which is that little boot. I'll show you here in a bit too. So I'll show you what it looks like. So the old one that was in there, this is what it looks like. This little thing, as you know, this is not even an original factory one, so that could be why I was having problems with the door lock. And it wasn't working at all. So we got that fixed, and apparently the wiring on the Foxbody is all kinds of messed up. Most of it has to do with the security reasons, and then like when we added that on, so it turns out when you hit the unlock button, it makes this little like grinding sign, and so what's gonna happen, we're gonna actually have to go somewhere to rewire the whole door on the driver's side, because as of right now the window won't go up or down either. We're thinking that could be just a window regulator, but I plan on replacing that as well. Actually both sides on that, just because they're both pretty rusty. It's about time to replace that. But now it gets us to this video. So this is a 27-year car, and don't get me wrong, it's been doing really well, but it's about time we actually upgrade a lot of stuff and replace a lot of stuff. So going to phase 2, we'll actually be like restoring a lot of the old parts, which brings me up to this. Right now we got a whole brand new 4-lug brake shoes right there, and then I can't even think of this right now. Drum rotor, there we go. And the cool thing about this is apparently, depending on how well you drive, it will last 200,000 miles. So literally once I replace this, I'm good for a hot minute, and the only thing I'm gonna have to do is replace the shoes. I just don't know when I had to go back. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same as like pads, which is like 50,000 miles, depending on how you drive as well. And then also on top of that, we got a whole new kit for the inside of it, the springs, you know. The cool thing too is like if I don't need these, like if the original owner actually replaced it, then I could just return this back to O'Reilly's. So that's really cool. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna learn at the same time as y'all. I will include a link to a video that I am using as a guide to help me, because there's a lot of stuff out there, and this isn't a how-to video, so I'm gonna include a video link at the very bottom. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go jack up the car and get everything started and guide you through a little of the process. Oh yeah, another thing I also forgot to mention. So I actually bought this little kit that makes things a whole lot easier apparently. And I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about, but it's a kit for the drum rotor and drum brakes. So this is everything comes with. You know, this is to use for the springs. This is to help take out the springs or add them on. And that, I don't know. I haven't really seen much people use this at all, but for the meantime, this should make it easier. I was gonna return this to Harbor Freight, but you know, I plan on owning another Foxbody, so might as well keep it for the future. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep it, and hopefully it comes in use. So now I'm actually gonna get it back and have the car jacked here in a few. Okay, so once you have the car jack, this is the drum rotor. You can see it's kind of wedged in there. Well, it's kind of wiggly. I gotta play with it, but basically this is gonna come off. I'm gonna do that and then show y'all what's next. Okay, so Okay, so as I was mentioning, now that's off. You may need a hammer to convince it more. That's why I got my rubber mallet, or rubber hammer. And then now we're gonna take this apart, and as you see, this is all original by the dust that's been built up. And this is all color coded too, so like, look, that's white, this one's green. I think the new one, it's like green and red. I don't remember, but it will be a couple pieces that we would need to keep, like the emergency brake and like this one more. Yeah, the emergency braking, I think it's like one more thing. But basically I'm gonna spray this down with some brake cleaner, make it easier to come off, and then start taking it apart. Like I said, I will include a video in the description that I'm using to help me replace this, because I'm not really, this is my first time, so I'm not the best person to come to. So I'll include a link, and then I'm gonna show you what it should look like when I'm done. Oh, another thing too is I am keeping the original this thing right here that's in the middle. I'm keeping that. There's nothing wrong with it, still works, so we're gonna keep it, and it's less hassle of me taking it out, replacing it and whatnot. So now I'm gonna get to work. Example how bad my brakes were. So these are the new ones, look nice, pretty, and you see the old ones, you see those holes. I don't think you're supposed to see that. I'm pretty sure these are worn out really bad. So it was about time to replace them, which we're doing, and I'm glad. It feels different from the little test drive, but we still gotta do the other one. We'll knock that one out and see what happens. Alright everybody, so when you're done, this is what it should look like, finished product. Not gonna lie, it was a pain in the ass. So if you have a friend or someone you know that can help you, highly definitely recommend it. But you can still do it with one person. Just like if you have an extra pair of hands to like hold down the springs, that would help. And then to make sure to hold on the actual drum brakes, that would help as well when you put on the opposite side, because when you put on one other end, one gets loose because of the tension. But overall, like I said, you can still do it with one hand. Like I said, it just took me longer than what I expected. Now the last thing I got to do is actually put on the rotor, and then you see, yeah, put on the rotor. Yeah, there we go. And then that's it. It's all lubed up, and I'm gonna go take it on a drive to see what it feels like. Hopefully I feel a difference. Hopefully I don't crash to anything, and then from there we're gonna go put on the other side. So yeah, see you in a few. All right everybody, so it's done. It took me, the first one of course took me about like 2.5 hours, just because like I'm watching YouTube, I'm learning it. And then the second one took me about 30 minutes. Now we highly advise, like I said, get someone to work with you on it. Just because like with all the compression, you're gonna need like an extra pair of hands just to help compress it out a little, so it's easier to get the little disc that rotates, that pushes the brakes out and in. You know what I'm talking about if you gotta replace it. So what I'm gonna do is take it on a little drive. Hopefully it works, and oh my gosh, I don't know what would happen if it doesn't, because a lot of the old stuff broke, because like I said, it's nothing but rust. Cool thing is, like I mentioned before, it's good for 200,000 miles, and I'm not planning to do anything crazy with this car because it is convertible. And on another video I will mention like everything I plan on doing to this vehicle. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot lately, but hopefully I can make a little comeback. So what I'm gonna hit the brake about 10 times, and I'm gonna hold it for like a good second. So ooh, that's stiff. Oh my gosh, holy snap. Oh my god, this brake's hecka tight. Guess that's what happens when you get new brakes. We're gonna find out. And like I said, we're gonna take it like a drive down the street. Oh, there we go, now it's loosening some. Alright. Ooh, baby, she's sensitive. And the cool thing too, like the fact that, you know, it's brand new. Like the cool thing about this is the fact that it's drum rotors, so they're good like for so long. So if you're not planning to go like race, basically do stoplight to stoplight, quarter mile at a time type stuff, you know, this will last you, like this is gonna last me the next 10 years, because I only put about 8,000 miles a year. So you know, I'm good with these for a hot minute. I don't have to worry about changing it until the next person buys it. So that's their requirement. But as of right now, it's feeling good. It's probably still like a little bit like loose, just because one, it's still new and breaking in. I'm sorry guys. So like, it's really cool just being able to work on my car and whatnot. And not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous just because like I said, I've never done this before. I'm used to brake pads and just the rotor, and this is totally different. So now I can add this on my bucket list on things I can do to help friends. Let's see, now for tricks and tips, I don't really have any. Literally just follow the YouTube video that I'm gonna post from LMR, and then from ChrisFix. Those are the two guides I use as a reference, and I recommend them as well. Like I said, I'm gonna leave a little YouTube link to their YouTube channel at the very bottom. Another thing they mentioned too is don't, you know, kind of be safe with this for the first few miles, just because you're breaking them in. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna break them in, and hopefully in a couple months, just because how rare I drive, I can break them in by then. So that's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you like it. I hope you stay tuned for the next one. I got other stuff that I actually repaired in my Mustang that I'll be posting. So Don't forget to click that subscribe, share with your friends. And I can see, sorry if my face is kind of buzzy right now. That's just my car shaking, just because, you know, with this setup on my exhaust, it's pretty intense, not gonna lie. But that's gonna wrap up the video. Hope you like it.